The red emergency lights flashed across the command center as Commander Maya Phillips sipped her coffee. She didn't spill a single drop when the alert sirens started blaring. After 15 years in the Earth Defense Force, very little could shake her calm. "Commander, we have an urgent transmission from Mars Outpost Beta," said Peter Martinez, his fingers dancing across the holographic display. His usual cheerful face looked worried. Maya walked to the main screen, still holding her coffee mug that said, "World's okayest Commander," a gift from her crew last Christmas. "Put it through, Martinez." The screen flickered to life, showing the dust-covered face of Dr. Amanda Cole. The young scientist's eyes were wide with excitement or fear, maybe both. "Commander Phillips, you need to see this." She moved her camera to show the Martian sky. Maya nearly dropped her coffee. Hundreds, no, thousands, of massive ships filled the view. They looked like giant metal teapots floating in space, their surfaces gleaming under the distant sun. Each ship was at least 3 times the size of Earth's largest vessel. "They just appeared 10 minutes ago," Amanda explained. "They came out of nowhere. Some kind of advanced jump technology we've never seen before." Before Maya could respond, every screen in the command center switched to show a new image. A tall, gray-skinned creature appeared. It had 4 eyes arranged in a diamond pattern, and wore what looked like living metal armor that shifted and moved like liquid. "People of Earth," the alien spoke in perfect English, its voice deep and emotionless. "I am Supreme Commander Vexthor of the Zarkax Empire. Your solar system is now under our control. You have 24 Earth hours to surrender and submit to our rule. Resistance is..." The alien paused as if enjoying the moment. "Inadvisable." The command center fell silent. Maya could hear her crew holding their breath. Humanity had never faced a threat like this before. The Zarkax's technology was clearly far beyond anything Earth had. Maya took another sip of her coffee. Then she started laughing. The alien commander's 4 eyes blinked in confusion. "You find this amusing, human?" "I'm sorry," Maya said, wiping a tear from her eye. "It's just, did you guys design your ships to look like teapots on purpose, or was that an accident?" The alien's gray skin turned slightly purple. "Our vessels are the peak of military engineering, designed to strike fear." "Because I'm telling you," Maya interrupted, "if you want it to be scary, maybe don't make your invasion fleet look like it's about to serve afternoon tea." Behind her, Martinez tried to hide his snicker with a cough. Other crew members were pressing their hands to their mouths, shoulders shaking with suppressed laughter. "You dare mock the might of the Zarkax Empire?" Vexthor's voice rose an octave. "We have conquered 1,000 worlds." "With what?" Maya asked innocently. "Did you bore them into submission with a lecture on proper tea-steeping temperatures?" The alien commander's armor rippled violently. "This insolence will not be tolerated. We will..." "Oh, wait. Maya held up her hand. "Don't tell me. You're going to pour your forces down on us. Or maybe you're just brewing up trouble." The transmission cut off abruptly. In the sudden silence, someone in the back of the command center whispered, "Well, that's their pot calling the kettle black." The entire room erupted in laughter. Maya turned to face her crew, her eyes sparkling with mischief, but her voice serious. "All right, people. We got work to do. Martinez, get me everything we have on these ships. Amanda," she turned back to the screen showing Mars, "start scanning those vessels. I want to know every weakness, every flaw. Something tells me our friends up there can't take a joke, and that might just be exactly what we need." As her crew jumped into action, Maya finished her coffee. She had a feeling this was going to be an interesting day. 23 hours remained until the Zarkax deadline. The Earth Defense Force Command Center buzzed with activity as screens displayed the alien fleet's positions. Commander Maya Phillips stood at the central platform, watching her team work. "Commander, you need to see this," Peter Martinez called out from his station. His face glowed blue from the holographic data streaming past his eyes. "I found something weird about their ships." Maya walked over, raising an eyebrow. Weird how? Besides looking like they belong in a kitchen. Their shields. Martine's pulled up a 3D model of a Zarkax vessel. They flicker every time we transmit on certain frequencies, especially when we sent that comedy broadcast earlier. Laura Bennett spoke up from her science station. He's right. Look at these readings. She sent a new set of data to the main screen. Their whole neural network seems to hiccup when exposed to human laughter. It's like their systems can't process it. Maya leaned forward, her eyes narrowing. Show me more. Before they could continue, the main screen lit up again. Supreme Commander Vexthor's 4 eyes glared at them. Your time grows short, humans. Have you prepared your surrender? Maya smiled sweetly. Actually, we were just discussing your fashion choices. That armor, is it supposed to ripple like that, or is it having a malfunction? The alien commander's armor indeed rippled violently. You continue to mock us. We have destroyed civilizations far greater than yours. And yet you still haven't figured out how to make ships that don't look like kitchen appliances, Maya said with a shrug. Interesting priorities. Several crew members snickered. Maya noticed something strange. Each time someone laughed, the alien's image flickered slightly. Vexthor's voice grew louder. Your primitive attempts at humor will not save you. Even now, our ground forces prepare to deploy. We will. Sorry to interrupt. Maya cut in. But did you say ground forces? You're actually going to put boots on the ground. She started laughing. Oh, wait. Do your troops even wear boots, or do they come with built-in teacup warmers? The transmission didn't just flicker this time. It actually glitched. For a split second, Vexthor's perfect composure cracked, showing confusion, and was that fear. After the alien commander angrily cut the transmission, Maya turned to her team. Bennett, Martinez, tell me everything about those energy fluctuations. I want to know exactly what happens to their systems when we laugh. Already on it, Bennett said, her fingers flying over her console. Their entire technology seems built on absolute precision and order. Human emotions, especially spontaneous ones like laughter, create energy patterns their systems can't handle. Martinez added, it's like trying to run a computer program that's never heard of decimal points. Their whole system is binary, yes or no, attack or retreat, victory or defeat. They literally can't process anything that doesn't fit their rigid patterns. Maya walked to the center of the room. Send messages to all Earth Defense Force ships. I want every comedy show, every funny video, every recorded laugh track we have ready to broadcast. If these aliens want war, we'll give them something to laugh about. Commander, a young officer spoke up nervously. Do you really think we can fight an alien invasion with jokes? Maya grinned. Officer, humor is humanity's greatest weapon. These aliens gave up their emotions for technology. They forgot how to laugh, how to adapt, how to think outside their perfect little boxes. She looked up at the screen showing the massive alien fleet. And that's exactly why they're going to lose. As her crew rushed to prepare their unconventional defense, Maya couldn't help but smile. The aliens had expected to find a primitive species ready to surrender. Instead, they found humans. Messy, emotional, laughing humans who were about to teach them a very funny lesson about underestimating Earth. Amanda Cole's face appeared on the main screen of the command center, dust still coating her Mars station equipment. Commander Phillips, we've made a breakthrough. You won't believe what we found in the alien ship scans. Maya walked closer to the screen, a fresh cup of coffee in her hand. Tell me something good, Amanda. We captured one of their smaller scout ships that got too close to our Mars defense grid, Amanda said, her eyes bright with excitement. Their entire neural network, it's not just disrupted by our laughter, it's actually trying to copy it. Laura Bennett jumped in from her science station. She's right, Commander. Look at these readings. A new set of data appeared on the screen. Every time we broadcast human laughter, their systems try to understand it. But they can't, so they start to break down instead. Maya watched the data flow past, showing strange patterns in the alien ship's energy signatures. Are you telling me their super advanced technology is having an emotional crisis? Exactly. Amanda smiled. Their whole civilization is built on pure logic. They removed all emotion from their development. But their neural networks are still based on brain patterns, and deep down, those patterns remember what it was like to feel. Peter Martinez spoke up from his station. Commander, we're getting weird energy readings from the alien fleet. Some of their smaller ships are starting to move erratically. On the main view screen, several Zarkax ships wobbled in their perfect formation. One small vessel spun in a slow circle, like a confused teapot in space. Their crews are being affected too, Bennett added. The more we broadcast laughter, the more their neural implants malfunction. They're experiencing emotions they haven't felt in generations. Maya took a sip of her coffee, thinking, so we're not just disrupting their technology. We're actually making them remember how to feel. Yes, but there's a problem. Amanda's face grew serious. Some of them are fighting it. The ones with the strongest neural implants, like their commanders, are trying to block out the emotional responses. And they're getting angry. Right on cue, Supreme Commander Vex Thor's face appeared on all screens. His gray skin had turned almost purple, and his armor swirled like a storm. What are you doing to our ships? He demanded. This violation will not. He stopped suddenly, his four eyes widening as someone off-screen started giggling. Is everything okay over there, Commander? Maya asked innocently. You seem a little emotional. We do not have emotions, Vex Thor shouted, but his voice cracked. We are superior. We are. A strange sound escaped him, something between a cough and a chuckle. His eyes filled with terror. Was that a laugh? Maya grinned. I think you just laughed. No, this is impossible. We are the Zarkax. We are. Another chuckle burst out, and Vex Thor clapped his hands over his mouth. Maya turned to her crew. Send everything we've got. Every funny video, every laugh track, every comedy show. Focus on their command ships. She looked back at the screen where Vex Thor was fighting not to laugh. Let's remind these aliens what it means to be alive. As the command center filled with the sounds of 1,000 human laughs being broadcast into space, Maya watched the alien fleet's perfect formation begin to crumble. Ships drifted out of line as their crews experienced joy for the first time in centuries. Some vessels started to spin. Their pilots probably doubled over with uncontrollable laughter. Keep it going, Maya ordered, watching Vex Thor's increasingly desperate attempts to maintain control. Sometimes the best weapon isn't the one that destroys your enemy. It's the one that helps them remember who they used to be. Chaos spread through the alien fleet like wildfire. On every screen in Earth's Defense Command Center, Zarkax ships drifted out of formation. Some spun in circles, while others bumped into each other like confused space butterflies. Status report, Maya called out, watching the strange dance of the alien vessels. Their command ship is trying to restore order, Peter Martinez said, checking his screens. But every time they send out instructions, we hit them with another wave of comedy broadcasts. Their communication systems are going crazy. Laura Bennett pointed to a new set of readings. Commander, look at this. Some of their ships are starting to broadcast their own signals, and you won't believe what we're picking up. Maya walked over to Bennett's station. From the speakers came a sound no human had ever heard before. Alien laughter. It was strange, like wind chimes mixed with thunder, but it was definitely laughter. They're infected with the giggles, Maya said, grinning. Spread that alien laughter to every ship in their fleet. Let them hear their own people enjoying themselves. Kevin Rodriguez, their communications expert, spoke up from his station. Commander, we're getting actual messages from some of their ships. They're asking questions about humor, requesting more comedy shows. Some are even trying to tell jokes. Give them what they want, Maya ordered. And get me their command ship. The main screen flickered to life, showing Supreme Commander Vexthor's bridge. The scene was nothing like before. Junior officers were doubled over their stations, their armor rippling with barely contained laughter. Some had removed pieces of their neural implants, letting them hang loose while they shared jokes with their neighbors. Vexthor himself stood in the center, his gray skin now a mix of purple and blue as he fought against the emotion taking over his crew. "What have you done to us?" he demanded, his voice shaking. "We haven't done anything to you," Maya replied calmly. "We're just reminding you of something you lost a long time ago." "When was the last time you laughed, Commander? When was the last time any of your people felt joy?" "Joy is weakness," Vexthor shouted, but another burst of alien laughter from somewhere off-screen made him jump. "We removed emotions to become perfect." "Perfect at what?" Maya asked. "Perfect at being alone. At forgetting how to live." She leaned forward. "Your own crews are remembering who they are. They're choosing to feel again. Why are you fighting so hard against happiness?" A young Zarkax officer appeared behind Vexthor, neural implants dangling from her neck. "Supreme Commander, I wish to share something humans call a knock-knock joke with you." "No." Vexthor spun around. "I forbid." "Knock-knock," the officer said cheerfully. Another officer called out, "Who's there?" Interrupting human laughter. Interrupting human law. Ha 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 ha. The command bridge erupted in alien laughter. Even some of Vexthor's personal guard joined in, their armor swirling with colors never seen before in Zarkax history. Maya watched as the mighty Supreme Commander of the Zarkax Empire slowly sank into his command chair, a strange expression crossing his face. His four eyes blinked rapidly, and his armor shifted from stormy purple to a soft, peaceful blue. Vexthor touched his face in wonder. "I remember this feeling. From before the great purge of emotions. I feel." The corners of his mouth twitched upward in what might have been the first Zarkax smile in centuries. "It's called happiness, Commander," Maya said gently. "Welcome back to the land of the living." The Earth Defense Force Command Center had turned into something between a war room and a comedy club. Screens showed alien ships moving in strange patterns while their crews discovered the joy of humor. The sound of both human and alien laughter filled the air. But not everyone was laughing. Commander Phillips, Laura Bennett called out urgently. "We have a problem. The Zarkax elite guard ships are powering up their weapons." Maya rushed to Bennett's station. The scientist pointed to a group of black, angular ships that looked different from the teapot-shaped vessels. These ships had no curves, no gentle shapes. They were all sharp edges and darkness. "What are we looking at?" Maya asked, her smile fading. "These are their warrior elite," Peter Martinez explained, pulling up data on his screen. "Their neural implants are much stronger than the regular troops. They're fighting off the effects of our laughter broadcasts." A new transmission cut through their communications. The face that appeared wasn't Vexthor's. This Zarkax was darker, with 6 eyes instead of 4, and armor that looked like frozen shadows. "I am High Guard Commander Zelnak." The alien's voice was completely flat, empty of any emotion. "Your corruption of our forces ends now. The emotional plague you have unleashed will be purged." Maya stood straight, facing the screen. "Your own people are choosing to feel again. You can't stop that. Watch us." Zelnak's 6 eyes narrowed. "We have already cut off all communications between the infected ships and restored control of their weapons to the elite guard. Those who have been corrupted by your emotional virus will be cleansed." The elite guard ships turned their weapons toward their own fleet. On the screens, Maya could see panicked movement as the newly emotional Zarkax realized what was happening. "You would fire on your own people." Maya's voice was quiet but angry, just because they remembered how to laugh. "They are no longer our people," Zelnak said. "They are damaged, imperfect. They must be eliminated before the infection spreads." Suddenly, Amanda Cole's voice cut in from Mars. "Commander Phillips, I found something. The elite guard's neural implants. They're not just stronger, they're different. They're connected directly to their survival systems. Maya's eyes lit up. What happens if those implants fail? They can't survive without them, Amanda explained quickly. That's why they can't risk feeling emotions. Any strong feeling could overload their systems and shut down their life support. Maya turned to her crew. New plan. Focus all comedy broadcasts on the elite guard ships. Everything we've got, the funniest stuff we have, and get me Supreme Commander Vexthor. The main screen split, showing both Zelnak and Vexthor. The Supreme Commander's eyes were clear now, his armor swirling with bright colors. Commander Vexthor, Maya said quickly, your elite guard is about to fire on your fleet. They think emotions are a disease that needs to be purged. Are you going to let them destroy your people just for learning how to feel again? Vexthor looked at Zelnak, then back at Maya. For a moment, he was silent. Then, to everyone's surprise, he started to laugh. It began as a small chuckle, but grew into a full, deep, joyous sound that echoed through every ship's communications. You know what's really funny, High Guard Commander? Vexthor said between laughs. How long we spent being afraid of feeling anything. How we thought emotions made us weak. But now I see. The ability to laugh makes us stronger than we ever were before. The elite guard ships began to shake as their crews fought against the wave of alien laughter spreading through their ranks. Their perfect formation started to crack. The elite guard ships fired their first warning shots into space. The bright beams of energy carved paths between the infected Zarkax vessels, showing they meant business. But something strange was happening to the elite ships. They were starting to twitch and shake. Commander Phillips, Kevin Rodriguez called from his station. You need to see this. The elite guard's neural implants are overheating. They're trying so hard not to laugh that their systems are burning out. Maya watched the data scroll across her screen. The elite guard ships were fighting two battles, one against their own emotions, and another against their former fleet. They were losing both. How many elite guard members are still fully under control? Maya asked. Laura Bennett checked her readings. Only about 30% now. The rest are either shut down or... She paused, smiling. Or they're telling jokes. On the main screen, High Guard Commander Zelnak's face was twitching. His 6 eyes blinked independently of each other, and his dark armor rippled like water about to boil. This is impossible. We are the perfect warriors. We cannot be defeated by... He made a choking sound. By what? Maya asked innocently. By fun. Come on, Commander. Even you must remember what it was like to enjoy yourself. Before all those implants. Before you turned yourself into a living machine. I'd do not. Zelnak's voice cracked. A strange sound escaped him. Something between a hiccup and a giggle. Supreme Commander Vexthor, watching from his own ship, leaned forward. Brother, he said softly, let go. Remember who we were before the Great Purge. Remember the festivals, the celebrations, the joy of simply being alive. No, Zelnak shouted, but his voice held a note of desperation. We chose perfection. We. Another giggle escaped him. Peter Martinez's console started beeping rapidly. Commander. The elite guard ships, their crews are losing control of their neural implants. The emotional suppression systems are failing. Maya turned to her crew. Send them everything. Every funny cat video, every silly joke, every laughing baby. Show them what they've been missing. The command center sprang into action. Screens filled with images of human joy and laughter. The sound of 1,000 different kinds of happiness filled the air and spread through space to the struggling elite guard ships. On the main screen, they watched as the mighty High Guard Commander Zelnak fought his final battle against Joy, and lost. A small smile cracked his stern face. Then a chuckle escaped. Then another, and another. Suddenly, he threw his head back and roared with laughter. His armor exploded into a rainbow of colors, and his 6 eyes filled with tears of joy. "I remember," he gasped between laughs. "I remember everything. The games we played as children. The stories that made us laugh." He couldn't continue, overcome by centuries of suppressed happiness. Around his ship, the other elite guard vessels stopped their attack. Some of their crews had passed out from the emotional overload, their neural implants smoking. Others were experiencing their first genuine feelings in generations. Amanda's voice came through from Mars, excited but worried. "Their life support systems are going crazy. The elite guard weren't ready for this much emotional input. Their ships are starting to drift." Maya grabbed her command console. "All Earth Defense Force ships, move in. Help those elite guard vessels. Get their crews to medical care. And someone get me a channel to every ship in the Zarkax fleet. I think it's time we had a real conversation about the power of human emotions." 3 days after the great space battle that never actually became a battle, Commander Maya Phillips stood in the Earth Defense Force's main conference room. Around the large table sat both humans and Zarkax, many of the aliens still adjusting to their new emotional freedom. Supreme Commander Vexthor, his armor now permanently swirling with peaceful blues and happy yellows, spoke first. "We came to conquer your world," he said, shaking his head with a smile. "Instead, you conquered our hearts with laughter." "Not conquered," Maya corrected him. "Freed. You just needed a reminder of who you used to be." High Guard Commander Zelnak, recovering from his neural implant removal surgery, nodded. His 6 eyes were clearer now, showing real emotion instead of blank emptiness. "For centuries, we thought removing our emotions made us stronger. We called it the Great Purge, the day we chose logic over feeling. Now I see it should have been called the Great Mistake." Laura Bennett pulled up some data on the room's main screen. "The effects of the laughter therapy are spreading through your entire empire," she explained. "Ships that weren't even in our solar system are reporting crews removing their emotional suppression implants. They're choosing to feel again. It's like a happiness virus," Peter Martinez added, then quickly said, "A good virus, I mean." Everyone in the room, human and alien alike, laughed at his embarrassed face. The sound of 2 species sharing joy filled the air. "We've received requests from 17 Zarkax colony worlds," Kevin Rodriguez reported. "They all want access to human entertainment, especially something called cat videos. Those seem very popular with your people." "Speaking of entertainment," Maya said, standing up, "I believe we had a cultural exchange planned." Vexthor brightened. "Yes, we have been practicing something humans call stand-up comedy. May I demonstrate?" The room fell silent as the Supreme Commander of the mighty Zarkax Empire stood up, adjusted his now colorful armor, and cleared his throat. "Why did the humans coffee file a police report?" he asked, barely containing his own laughter. "Because it got mugged." There was a moment of silence, then the room erupted in groans and chuckles. The joke was terrible, but that somehow made it even funnier. "We're still working on our timing," Zelnak admitted, wiping tears of laughter from his 6 eyes. "But we're learning. After all, we have centuries of missed laughter to catch up on." Amanda's face appeared on a screen, broadcasting from Mars. "Commander Phillips, you should see this. The Zarkax ships. They're changing shape." Everyone turned to look out the conference room's large windows. In space above Earth, the massive alien fleet was transforming. The ship's hard edges were softening, their designs shifting from rigid military vessels to more flowing, organic shades. The teapot-like appearance was changing into something new, something that combined both strength and beauty. "Our ships reflect our souls," Vexthor explained. "As we change, they change. As we remember how to feel, they remember how to be beautiful." Maya looked at the transformed fleet, then at the former enemies who had become friends through the simple power of laughter. "So," she said with a smile, "Who's ready for the first ever Humans Arcax Comedy Festival?" The answer came in a chorus of eager voices from both species, followed by more laughter. Above them, the ships continued to dance in space, their surfaces reflecting the colors of joy rediscovered and happiness reborn. "You know what the best part is?" Maya said, looking at her new alien friends. "This is just the beginning. Wait until we introduce you to dancing." The look of confused panic on the aliens' faces set everyone off again, their combined laughter echoing through the conference room and out into the stars beyond.